Weeds, they're a big problem in the lawn, and everybody knows about taking care of weed problems in the spring. Pre-emergent herbicides are used for crabgrass control in the spring, but we have a whole host of winter annual weeds that are a major problem in the fall. Stuff like chickweed and poa annua drive me crazy, and those weeds start germinating in August and September. Now there's a way you can actually prevent those, and that's with pre-emergent herbicides, and these are some of those types of products. These products actually go down in your yard and it will stop the weed seed from germinating. Once the weeds are up, you also can use post-emergent herbicides to kill these. There's several things but you need to really take into account before you choose a product, and one of them, you need to know what kind of grass you have. Do you have a cool season grass like tall fescue or Kentucky bluegrass, or do you have a warm season grass like Bermuda grass or centipede or St. Augustine? Because different grasses are going to require different products. Now we're going to go to somebody that has the answers and can tell you the right products and how to safely put those products down. So join me, we're going to talk to Karen Reardon. I have Karen Reardon here of Rise. Now, Karen, it's great to have you here talking about controlling winter weeds. But first, tell me what Rise is.
Well, Bruce, thanks. I'm glad to be here. Rise is a national trade association that represents companies that produce a lot of these lawn and garden pesticides and fertilizers.
So, when the homeowner's using these products, what sort of things do they need to consider?
Well, first of all, as you describe in your program, identify your pest. Know what your pest is. But then when you get to the lawn and garden center, I think the label is your best friend. We really encourage consumers to choose the right products and use them properly in the lawn and garden.
Well, I know they're making labels a lot easier to read now for, the consumers. It used to be you had to be a Harvard lawyer to read some of these labels, but now they're pretty easy to read and do all this. Now, what about protecting the environment? I mean, they've got products now that are really specific to certain types of weeds and certain types of insects. What kind of advice about actually using the product can you help folks out with?
Well, again, the label is the first place to stop, and as you said, they're getting a little friendlier, but look at what your pest is and what the area you need to cover is. There are a wide range of products, but for example, if you're going to use a granular product, make sure that when you apply that, you're going to keep that off hard surfaces and on your lawn or in the garden. Some people prefer to use a ready-to-use product, so there's no mixing. They can just spray it from the bottle in a spot treatment. There's a wide range of things for people depending what their preference is.
Right. I know the ready-to-use stuff. I think I had some here just right over here, like you hook to your hose and all that. I know the new trend is to get this sort of thing and hook it up and then use the product, and then you're done with it. You don't have to store anything. Is that pretty much the best way to handle?
For most consumers, yes. That's going to avoid any mixing of product or having to rinse containers, etc. So this really is a great way for most people to go. And you can also do spot treatments with this as well, so just depending what your need is.
Okay. Any advice to homeowners you can offer folks to, have that greener, healthier yard?
I'm going to stand by reading the label on all the products and make sure you use them properly and for the right pest.
Karen, thank you so much for joining Grow Your Own this morning.
Thanks, Bruce.
And you stay with us. We have a lot more to come.